The Unison Spa Resort in Hakone offers its guests the pretty unique experience of splashing around in a vat of pork soup and ramen noodles.
What?
Well, this may sound crazy to many
Really?
people. Many. But they don't eat it with salads, meat, or sandwiches. In Japan, people usually use it as a topping for ice cream or on pancakes.
That
chocolate
I
sundae
didn't
with
know.
mayo.
Konnichiwa minasan. Kyo desu. So in today's video, I will be reacting to things that only exist in Japan. I'm excited to react to this video, so without further ado, ikimashou.
Japan is known as the land of the rising sun, but it could also be known as the land of singing toilets or the country of the blue traffic light. There are so many things that make it a whole other world. Get ready to explore. 2. Ramen noodles bath. The Unison Spa Resort in Hakone offers its guests the pretty unique experience of splashing around in a vat of pork soup and ramen noodles.
What?
Well, this may sound crazy to many
Really?
people. Many. The Japanese believe that soaking in such a bath is good for the skin because a broth made of pork is rich in collagen. 3. Bizarre flavors of Kit Kat. Chili pepper, wasabi, sweet potato, grilled corn, soybean.
Of course, this I knew already, so.
Mango, green tea, and that's only a short list of the Kit Kat flavors you can try in Japan. Which one would you try? Let me know down in the comments. Fake food. Specialists make this kind of food from plastic or wax.
Yeah, that I knew
and
already.
It looks just as delicious as the real one. Many restaurants use fake food to display their popular dishes in the windows and attract hungry clients. Usually, these replicas cost much more than the dishes they imitate. 5. Rabbit Island. Back in the 40s, scientists brought a number of rabbits to Okoneshima Island to do some tests. However, later on, the animals were freed and started to multiply. Now the island is full of them and attracts a lot of tourists.
Japan has like a lot of animal villages, like cats and
Taking
foxes
photos
and
in a
stuff.
booth is not Tokyo's biggest resident. In 2015, Godzilla was granted citizenship in Tokyo's Shinjuku ward.
That I didn't know. That's
Presented
interesting.
a special certificate stating his new residency and also made him a job offer. Godzilla became the tourism ambassador. Later, they even installed a Godzilla head 171 feet above the ground at Toho, the movie studio that made the original movie back in 1954. 11. Train delays make headlines. Punctuality is a really big thing here, and train stations do everything possible to avoid a delay. If a train is 5 minutes late, the railway company might have to issue a delay certificate for railway workers and passengers who missed an important appointment. And if the delay is longer than an hour, then the railway company might give an official apology in newspapers. 12. Silent karaoke. This is a special microphone with a cone that you place over your mouth. It muffles most of the sounds when you sing. It was designed for people who don't want to wake up their neighbors and those who feel shy about belting their favorite tunes in public.
Interesting, I didn't know
Number
that.
13. Polite slurping. Well, in many countries, slurping is considered rude.
True.
In Japan, it's a way to show your appreciation of the dish. If you don't
I slurped a lot when I was in Japan, that's for sure.
The chef will think that you don't enjoy the food or that it's cold.
That I actually love about Japan. I love slurping noodles. Yep.
14. Face napkins. When you eat a burger, it's never pretty because your mouth gets covered in ketchup or mustard. Owners of one fast food restaurant found a solution to this by serving burgers together with special napkins. They cover the faces of guests who feel a bit embarrassed about looking messy while eating. 15. Water-saving sinks.
I didn't know that.
They're located right over the toilet tanks. The idea is simple. First, you wash your hands over the sink, then the sink water goes straight into the toilet tank, and finally, you flush the toilet when you've done your business. So you save water by using it twice. Aren't you glad they don't do it the other way?
Efficient.
Number 16.
Japan is efficient.
Strange mayo. No, Japanese mayo doesn't have any special recipe or ingredient. But they don't eat it with salads, meat, or sandwiches. In Japan, people usually use it as a topping for ice cream or on pancakes.
That
chocolate
I
sundae
didn't
with
know.
mayo.
That I
Nothing
didn't know.
better. 17. Naps at work. In Japanese culture, dozing off at the workplace, or inamuri, is considered a sign of being a hard-working person who's very committed to their job.
That I know.
That's why inamuri is so common, and no one thinks it's a bad thing. Some people even fake it. Doll Village. The village of Nagoro used to have a population of 300 people, but less than 40 residents live there now.
Oh,
local artist
I know about this
Sakumi
village.
Ayano made over 300 life-size dolls.
The story
most of
is
which
sad,
look like
though.
former residents, and they're located in various states of action.
I talked about a
For
topic
example,
like
there's
that
a whole
before.
classroom of them in the village school that was closed a while ago. Number 21.
Sad story.
No fours. It's common for Japanese culture to avoid the number 4
Nande?
because it's considered to be very unlucky.
Really?
That's why some buildings don't have a 4th floor.
That I
Stores
didn't know.
don't sell a set of cutlery for 4, and the number of guests to some event can't be 4.
Really?
22.
本当か?
Blue traffic light. They use a blue color instead of green for traffic lights.
Really?
The reason for that hides in their language. Historically, there was only one word for both colors. When traffic lights first appeared in the country, they were as green as anywhere else. But that green color was still called blue. To make things right, the government decided to use the bluest shade of green possible. Okay? 23.
But I still saw
Cleaning
green
classes.
stoplights in Japan.
Japanese kids learn how to
lights.
clean in many schools because it's a part of their education. They mop their classrooms and hallways, do dusting, and even clean the bathrooms. Teachers believe it's a great way to raise responsible citizens.
That I knew, of course.
24. Footbath train. Take the Tsudoi tourist train to get the most comfortable sightseeing experience. This train has foot baths built of aromatic cypress wood and filled with warm spring water
I've seen this
that can soothe
before.
the pain in your joints. So you can soak your feet and enjoy beautiful views at the same time while traveling from Nagoya to Yonoyama Onsen.
I've seen that.
Robot Run Hotel. In a hotel in Nagasaki,
Kawaii.
robots are a big part of its staff. It's called the henna, which translates as strange. The human-like androids meet the guests, clean the rooms, carry luggage, make coffee, and even smile. However, real people work there too to
Kawaii.
recharge the robots and supervise how they perform their duties. 29. Cafe Companion. Sitting alone in a cafe and enjoying your coffee and food is common for most people around the world. But in the land of the rising sun, you'll get a huge plush moomin to sit next to you in one of the cafes, so you don't have to eat alone.
Japan definitely is one of the most interesting countries on the planet, at least in my opinion. As I've said countless times on this channel, I think Japan is one of the most innovative countries on the planet. The comfort you get in Japan is none. I haven't seen it in much other countries. The level of comfort that many of the Japanese have. It's no wonder many Japanese, when they travel abroad, they see that Japan truly has a high level of cleanliness and order compared to many other countries. However, when you talked about, for example, the last option, the last fact about the person sitting in the cafe with the doll, or that village that had a lot of the lady who made all these dolls, I think that's a indication of another problem in Japan that I've talked about before, the sense of loneliness and lack of community and families. And I mention that to say that, you know, a lot of times I feel as Westerners, especially those who love Japan or want to go to Japan, that a lot of videos like this tend to make Japan seem like a utopia of perfection and that nothing ever goes wrong. And I don't think it's wrong necessarily to feel that way in the beginning, but I think sometimes elevating a society too much makes you, when you actually see that the society has some problems, it kind of makes reality hit a bit harder, if that makes any sense. So whenever I see things like this, like, I'm impressed, definitely, because I love Japan, and I think Japan, again, is a very innovative country, but I don't allow it to make me have an unrealistic view of how Japan really is, you know, and considering some of the other aspects of Japan that maybe a lot of foreigners don't consider if they want to travel or live there. Basically what I'm saying, I view Japan very realistically, but still admiring the country and the people, and which I think definitely would help a lot more people to understand better. So if you guys like the video, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, also hit that bell as well to get notified whenever we post a video. 本当ありがとうございます。みんな気をつけて。じゃあね。